Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We might get started for the most motivating, most encouraging, most wonderful session, which is the National Student Business Plan competition today. And these students have put in a huge time and effort today, so please. I'd also like to welcome, we've actually got Facebook Live today, so welcome that audience as well. So we'll see them on today. So it's my duty to introduce the session facilitator, Colin Mcguire, who's the Group Executive of Pharmacy Transformation, who will facilitate this session. Thanks very much, Colin.
Yes, Catherine was very nice. She didn't have a bio in front of her and threatened to ad-lib totally in terms of the introduction. I said I'd like to also welcome everyone this afternoon, in particular our President, George Tambassis, and ladies and gentlemen, and the Facebook audience. We're certainly looking forward to a fantastic session. These young people have done an incredible job to get this far and gone through a rigorous process to date. So again, the pressure is on. I know that you're all sitting there looking forward to getting up here. We're looking forward to the pictures. And I can tell you that a little over 12 months ago, I started with the Pharmacy Guild. And this was one of the most inspiring sessions to come along to actually see the work and the pathway results that are going to come through pharmacy into the future. And as you all know and will see this afternoon, the Pharmacy Guild has done a lot of work recently in relation to CP 2025. And I'm sure by the end of this session in particular, you will know that that future is in very, very safe hands. And we look forward to implementing your ideas. And by all means, for those pharmacists here, I'm sure these students would love to be approached about these concepts and implement them in your pharmacy. So a little bit about the process. To date, these three teams have been through extensive judgment. There's been a range of processes that have been underway, and today we will run our own Shark Tank format. You will have a 5-minute pitch, and I do have to go to the glasses, sorry. It's a little bit difficult to see this way and this way, but that's what happens when you're not a student anymore. So way back in May, all of these students submitted a 10-page business plan and include a range of differentiated and innovative services for the community benefit. They've been through a quarter-final stage, they've been through a semi-final stage, and we all know they are now at the grand final. We are now going to welcome one of our principal sponsors, Rod Stosick, Head of Medical Affairs at Sanofi Consumer Healthcare, to say a few words on behalf of the competition judges.
Thank you. It kind of reminds a time, some time back, I was actually about to do a presentation, and the compere, the moderator, said, look, we've got a really exciting event ahead of you, a really great set of meetings and presentations to listen to, but first we'll speak to Rod. And I think, oh, great, you know. But anyway, listen, so look, the National Student Business Plan competition is open to all students in Australia and New Zealand, okay, so all pharmacy students. The competition was aiming to, I guess, encourage students to come together as groups, to have those students put forward their ideas, their thinking, their creativity, to come up with some really nice, innovative approaches for pharmacy and community pharmacy, and to express those in terms of a really robust business plan. It started back in 2006, and since that time I think it's been really successful. It's been going from strength to strength, and I have to reiterate the views that there is nothing more rewarding than sitting listening to students talking about some really great initiatives and great ideas. And certainly in my business, I think some of the most innovative, creative times I see from any new staff member who works with me are in those early days, early weeks, early months of their career. So I really encourage people to continue thinking innovatively and don't let us barcode you. So the objective of the competition was clearly to come up and to, I guess, provide some tools, some initiatives, some ideas for those students to help them move into and to fulfil the role that they're going to have to play as the new, the future pharmacy owners, pharmacy managers of the future. So how can they be innovative and creative and build the future for ourselves? However, there is also the spin-off of that, some of the great ideas, some of the great innovative approaches that they can bring to community pharmacy. And certainly, as you listen to the 3 ideas today, I'm sure you'll be wowed and overwhelmed by them. And of course, there's also the opportunity to spend time talking to the industry experts. So whether they be the accountants, the pharmacy owners, or other experts within the industry to help guide, to help shape, and help develop some of those processes. So from my perspective, Sanofi is very, very proud to be able to sponsor this event, along with our major sponsors, which are EBOS, and the foundation sponsors, PDL and the Gold Cross. And clearly, what a great initiative from the Australian Pharmacy Guild. Sanofi itself, just a couple of words about us. We are a life science-based company. We're committed to improving access to healthcare and supporting people that we serve throughout their lives. We work to work from prevention to treatment. If you look at the therapy areas that we participate in, there's everything in there from human vaccines and rare diseases, multiple sclerosis and oncology. We work through immunology, infectious diseases, diabetes, cardiovascular solutions, and of course, consumer healthcare. So we employ about 110,000 people around the world. In Australia, it's about 820 of them, and each and every one of those people are dedicated to the sort of innovation approaches that we have and we'll talk about today. So from my perspective, it's enough to say that I'm personally very excited about this, and Sanofi are very pleased to be able to support this exercise, this activity, and the guilds moving forward in this activity. So with that, I'll thank you very much.
Thank you, Rod. No, we also add our thanks to our major sponsors, EBOS, and our foundation partners in PDL and Gold Cross. Thank you for your support. It certainly is wonderful to have you on board, and we look forward to a continued relationship with all of you. There is one other indulging thank you that I will take, and that's to the staff that have given their time to date to actually make this happen. So to Mel and the team, thank you for the work you've done to date. And to the judges in particular. To the students that are about to get up here and do their pitches, I would say to you, just do what you have to do. It's the judges that have got the hard work ahead of them. They've actually got to distinguish between 3 outstanding teams, and without further ado, we're about to introduce our first team, the Endo Program Pharmacy, representing the University of Otago, to the stage. And I can quite honestly say that Mel only just handed this to me, so if I do get names wrong, I apologise in advance. So a few bios just to let you know who stands in front of you today. Jackie Tsao. Jackie is originally from Taiwan, but now calls Hamilton the Tron. Is that right? The Tron in New Zealand home. Owing to Jackie's wide range of interests, Jackie is involved in numerous clubs and societies, often taking leadership roles. And yesterday in the breakfast, he wasn't afraid to stand up and ask a few questions of our pharmacy leaders. Jackie is the Regional Director of Chiasma Dunedin, which he oversees on top of his pharmacy studies. But music and the arts has always been the cornerstone of his life. He has acted in a handful of stage productions. His most memorable appearance was Skimble Shanks in the musical Cats, so don't be shocked if you see him break out into a dance. All right. Everyone's getting a bit excited about what this role play might look like.
Is there extra points for that one?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a judge. Let's remember that. Our second member of the team, Josephine Seto Lee. Josephine is an ambitious, business-minded student from Zimbabwe. She has varied work experience from being a caregiver at Leslie Groves Hospital, a volunteer worker for the Red Cross, and a pharmacy sales assistant at the local Dunedin pharmacy. She has a passion for singing in choirs. There's a theme emerging here. She has a passion for singing in choirs. However, most of the time, she deafens her flatmates with Christmas carol renditions in the shower. Christmas carols, really? Okay. Fun fact, she never eats the yellow or orange Skittles, making her a great person to be stuck sharing a packet with. All right. Jasmine Mohammadi. Jasmine is originally from Iran, a country known for its rich history and mystery. Her curiosity of how human body functions led her to pursue an initial degree in physiology at Otago University. In 2015, her love for interacting with patients motivated her to complete the degree in pharmacy. Jasmine is now enjoying her final year of pharmacy, but at times wonders if she is killing her pharmacy degree or if her pharmacy degree is killing her. Alongside her studies, Jasmine is a freelance graphic designer where she tries to use her creative juices to help small businesses flourish. And our final member of the team, Fong Lee. Fong is originally from sleepless city of Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. He has travelled and studied in many countries and eventually settled in New Zealand. Before pharmacy, Fong has a background in microbiology, where he achieved a Master of Science and spent 2 years working as a research assistant on foodborne pathogens. His family heritage has a long history in trading. During the last 12 years of study, Fong has been involved in property and hospitality business industries. After moving from many different disciplines and places, Fong has found himself here, now in Sydney, with his amazing teammates from Endo Pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Endo Pharmacy Program.
Have you guys seen Catherine's files?
Yeah, sit back to hospital, right?
I think a blister pack would work.
Yeah, okay. I see.
Oh, hi there. How are you? I'm Jackie and this is Joe, Fong and Jasmine. We're co-owners and pharmacists of Endo Pharmacy, founded on the principles of education.
Networking.
Development.
And opportunities.
Yes, and our background experiences spanning across hospital to community and even sales and marketing for a global consumer health company have helped us identify a current market opportunity so undervalued you might be interested to know about.
Nowadays, many pharmacies are constantly looking for the opportunity to introduce new service or products that will bring customer to the door. But what if we told you hospital patients should be our new focus? The problem is, currently hospital patients are not receiving the care they deserve once they've been discharged from the hospital. The fact is, last year alone, 40,000 patients from the local hospital of New Zealand were discharged. 3,000 of the patients were readmitted, costing the hospital up to $50 million. What was the reason of that, you may ask? Medicine mismanagement is the main reason. But do you believe me that the only thing associated the community pharmacist, the medicine expert, with the hospital patient is just a script, a thin piece of paper? Why do we expect the patients who were under 24/7 care previously to suddenly need to manage their own medication with no oversight once they've been discharged from the hospital? That's sadly the shortfall of our current health system and the reason why readmission are the norm.
Our Endo program is the profitable solution for community pharmacists to prevent readmissions. We will tap into the reservoir of clinical knowledge community pharmacists already have to help our patients stay in the community. But how do we prevent these readmissions, you may ask? We will provide periodical home visits in the first month post-discharge, a time when most patients are most likely to be readmitted. With Endo, we'll provide a myriad of services, including medicines adherence support, looking out for red flags, monitoring vital signs, and even introducing our community outreach program, Univax. However, the highlight of our program is our ability to provide hospital doctors, nurses, GPs, and relevant health professionals with the health statuses of our patients through our purpose-built
And secure.
Endo portal. Here, using the latest cloud-based technology, we'll be able to ensure all Endo electronic communications are encrypted to ensure patient confidentiality is maintained. Here, our practitioners will receive email alerts and be able to communicate with our Endo pharmacists to ensure patient changes and modifications in their medicines are changed accurately and managed in great time. Thank you.
Okay, Well, community nurses and occupational therapists and social workers already make home visits, and we are aware of that, and they're doing an amazing job. But considering that medicines mismanagement continues to be the major reason for readmission, pharmacists can make a real difference here, and we have the evidence to support this. Studies have shown that hospital pharmacists can lower the rate of preventable readmissions simply by visiting the patient in the ward and providing them a simpler version of what the endo program would provide. But considering that hospitals are already short on staff, performing this service is just not cost efficient. So this is where endo steps in. Out of the 3,000 patients readmitted to the hospital last year, if the endo program were to prevent just 200, that would save the hospital over $3 million. The endo program will negotiate with hospitals over a fee-for-service model to enrol patients into our program. We expect to increase our pharmacy's top line by 10%. However, we'd like to stress that our figures are based on Dunedin Hospital alone, one hospital in Australasia. This operation is highly scalable using our patent endo portal.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jasmine. And I must say, we're currently in preliminary discussions with Dunedin Hospital executives, and the conversation has been extremely positive. We're now looking for investors to provide us with the necessary starting capital to purchase the remaining equipment and cover for additional staff training costs. Now, we'd love to discuss our idea with you and hear some of your feedback more in detail, perhaps over a working lunch or coffee sometime. Here, we're confident we can outline to you why investing in endo is really an investment towards the future of collaborative healthcare. Now, we can finally get off this lift. I promise we have been riding up and down here, but it was a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for your time.
Sweet, thank you.
Great effort there. I was only saying to Vasilios, who was in the, well, he's a judge now, but he was a contestant last year, that maybe next year we could have one of the contestants come up here and actually host the day. And certainly you've set a high bar straight away, Jackie. I think you've got one of those radio voices. So something for the teams to chase, and we'll move on to our next contestants. Our next finalists are Cloud9 Pharmacy, representing the University of Sydney. We welcome to the stage Cyndi Wang. Cyndi Wang, as the sole Perth representative of the team. Cyndi may not be able to navigate through the Sydney CBD, and she's not alone, I don't think, in that one. But she is undoubtedly skilled in navigating her team through the finer details of pharmacy operation. As a current Sydney-sider, she stands on the third year of studying Bachelor of Pharmacy at the University of Sydney. Along with her rich experience in retail pharmacy, Cyndi has grown to understand the importance of structured systems and logical flows, not only in running the business, but also efficiently delivering quality care for patients. With her open-mindedness and passion for rural and remote health, she aims to leave her mark in the less resourced communities. With her multifaceted knowledge of both the logistics and healthcare side of pharmacy. Welcome, Cyndi. Our next member of the team is Emily G. Again, another third-year Bachelor of Pharmacy student from the University of Sydney. Throughout all of school, Emily's favourite subject, and wait for this, unwaveringly remained mathematics. Yes, maths. And thus, she is the financial manager of Cloud9 Pharmacy. She has a deep-rooted desire for travelling to new places and finding new experience, and loves a good challenge. This has led her to becoming the treasurer of the 2018 NAPSA Sydney Congress Organising Committee, undertaking a pharmacy placement all the way in Broome, Western Australia, earlier this year, and she absolutely loved it. And most presently, standing here on stage, ready to pitch to all of you in today's competition. She promised to keep improving herself, to engage in different sectors of pharmacy, and hopefully one day, as they all will, own their own pharmacy. Sharon Shee, a human resources and marketing manager, Sharon takes great pride in maintaining her social connections. This prompted her impulsive take of a weekly salsa class. Sorry, I lost myself. Weekly salsa class. I thought you were going to start dancing, Sharon. we were a little bit let down with the other group not breaking into song and dance. I thought you might have started straight away. Yeah, well, I'm not a judge. And she upskills her human, where was I? Yeah, and she upskills her human and relationships and communication competence. Such is the basis of her pharmacist, to build an incredible rapport between the patient and the healthcare professional as a means of providing greater healthcare services. Currently in her third year at the University of Sydney, Sharon combines her interpersonal skills and pharmaceutical knowledge to implement an innovative take on running a pharmacy, balancing both the clinical and management side. And finally, Samantha Lee, who prefers Sam. Sam from the numerous patients that have called on the phone, and the third year of her study as well at the University of Sydney. With a diverse experience in retail pharmacy, clinical research and leadership, she intuitively directs her team with sparks of creativity as the pharmacist in charge. As a passionate advocate for integrated mental health care, she combines her keen interest in health informatics to set the trend of developing the e-health tools, which encompass both acute and ongoing care for vulnerable patients. Sam also treasures her cultural competency, gained from years of working with Indigenous people in Redfern and Alice Springs area, and strives to ensure services she provides are culturally inclusive for all. Please welcome Cloud9 Pharmacy.
Right, I'm sure all of you here today are aware of the recent devastations the bout of droughts have had in the New South Wales farmers. Sure, there has been some rain coming in and there has been some monetary compensations made. But what about the psychological hurt? That is what takes months to heal, years even. This only adds to the stifling statistic of 4 million mental health patients in Australia. Now, more than ever, we are in dire need of that missing middle ground, integrated and ongoing mental health care for those who truly need it. Hello, my name is Samantha, and I'm the pharmacist in charge at Cloud9 Pharmacy. These are my fellow proprietors, Cyndi, Emily, and Sharon.
Who are we? We were once young, humble pharmacists based in the city of Orange, a regional town in New South Wales. When we were walking on the streets one day, we suddenly realized that Orange had a lot of well-established mental health services available, but they were largely underutilized by the public. And as like-minded individuals, we united to connect these local services together to cater for our patients' individual needs. How do we promise this? Well, currently, patients have to be well enough to wait 6 weeks or sick enough to warrant immediate hospitalization. In order to make up for these 6 weeks, we established our mental health initiative and our first innovation, the Cloud9 Project. Well, what's the Cloud9 Project? The Cloud9 Project is a...
Isn't that the framework that it's based on?
Yeah, it's a framework. It's a framework that we've established for our mental health patients of all spectrums to receive ongoing support. We also raise awareness and decrease stigmatization of mental health. In doing so, we established 3 pillars. 1, interdisciplinary involvement. 2, timely crisis care. And 3, integrated treatment plans.
So what does this look like in practice? Well, all of us, the pharmacists, are mental health first aiders. So we'll work alongside our on-site psychologists in our specialized consultation rooms to provide ongoing care for our patients. But we wanted to bring this one step further. So we thought to ourselves, well, Orange has a younger demographic with an average age of 37. Then there's the rising popularity of telemedicine and personalized technology. There came our light bulb moment, the birth of our second innovation, C9 Connect, an online subscription-based service that aims to promote self-management of health. But most importantly, it serves as a support for the pillars of the Cloud9 project. In addition, it is designed and run by the pharmacists.
So what does C9 Connect actually involve? Well, on top of the services that pre-existing online pharmacy platforms already provide, we also offer 1, personalized mood trackers, designed for early detection of consistent low moods and crisis situations, added by daily positive affirmations to wake up to each morning. 2, access to telemedicine, connecting GPs to patients via webinars. We know this works because a similar program called CT2GP was run by the Guild and was warranted with much success. And 3, access to personalized treatment plans with interdisciplinary input and evidence-based information available at our patients' fingertips.
So we've given you a pretty thorough picture of what our innovation is already. So let's have a look at the innovation. Revenue, sorry, not renovation. So the majority of our income, independent of our pharmacy-based services, will be from the subscription fee for our C9 Connect at $10 per month. According to our pre-market survey of 100 patients in Orange, 70% of those were willing to subscribe at the cost of $20 per month. So to further ensure our patient willingness to pay, we're offering C9 Connect for half this price. Furthermore, we'll also be leasing our consultation rooms to our on-site psychologists. So we're asking you to consider investing in us in our future development of the C9 Connect app. This, as you can see, will not only improve the user-friendliness of it, but also offer much-needed, timely access to acute mental health care, which our patient really needs. We can discuss how we can return this investment to you over a cup of coffee or a tea, and also our future plans of licensing this app and using this as a universal model for all other pharmacies.
So we invite you to join us in our journey in shifting towards integrated, personalized, and holistic mental health care. Let us combat the stigma and lessen the burden of our patients from their shoulders, and walk with them in every step of their journey. Towards better health, one click at a time, with Cloud9 Pharmacy. Thank you.
Fantastic work. Ready to move on to our final contestants. And we're about to welcome TAS Assist Pharmacy from the University of Technology, Sydney. First member of the team is Ellen South. Ellen is in the final year of her Master of Pharmacy at University of Technology, Sydney. But she grew up across the ditch, so the New Zealand team will be happy about that one. Yes, she did have a pet sheep, and she says that she still supports the All Blacks. I think we'll all have to soon. With an undergraduate degree in pharmacology and physiology, Ellen is passionate about patient health. She believes in taking every opportunity she possibly can, and with her current leadership role as the UTS Pharmacy Association President, Ellen has engaged with a multitude of pharmacy students while learning about vital events and issues that are at the core of pharmacy. In a community pharmacy, Ellen works in a part-time role and loves to reach out and help patients, as small differences can make a significant difference in patient health. We now welcome Hermann Inaros. Hermann is also in his final year of a Master of Pharmacy at UTS and has over 4 years of experience as a registered pharmacist overseas. He uses his previous knowledge as a base to become a better professional and advance his career to contribute to community. During Hermann's previous work, he has been involved with professional services such as screening, smoking cessation, asthma, and COPD management. At the moment, Hermann works in community pharmacy and has had placement at different pharmacies, including Prince of Wales Hospital. In his free time, he enjoys cooking, reading, and practicing acrobatic yoga. Acrobatic yoga, really? All right. It's fantastic. And Jeanette Lee. Jeanette is completing her final year in the Masters as well at UTS. Her passion for pharmacy stems from her first exposure to the industry, which began in high school, working as a pharmacy assistant. Those around her know her best as Jeanette, can I help you, Lee? As she is always happy to reach out and have a helping hand for everyone around. She particularly thrives on upskilling and as a result is involved with a UTS pharmacy. As an association as secretary, pharmacy research and the student-based clubs. You can often find her at the UTS Graduate School of Health postgraduate lounge with the cappuccino and a smile on her face. She is excited to start her dual internship next year in industry and hospital pharmacy, where she aims to make a positive impact and learn from experienced healthcare professionals. Unfortunately, our final member of the team is unable to join us today, and that's Hansandi Nayana Inada, who is also in her final year, I presume it's her, yep, her final year in the Masters. But in keeping with what we've had through the day in terms of our performers and salsa dancers and acrobatic, her role will be played by today, Lara Martin. So we welcome Lara and we wish Tas Assist Pharmacy all the best for their elevator pitch.
Have you ever had the sniffles that just won't go away?
Have you ever woken up with a rash and wondered what caused it?
Have you tried everything, but nothing seems to be working? Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I'm the pharmacist in charge at Tas Assist Pharmacy.
I'm Ellen, and I'm the marketing manager. We also have Hermann, our financial advisor, and Lara, our stand-in patient, who will reenact this common pharmacy scenario.
How about we paint you a picture?
Oh, there are so many products for allergies. Which one should I choose?
Hello, I'm the pharmacist. Can I help you?
Oh, I have the stubborn sniffles that just won't go away. I think it's my allergies acting up.
And what have you tried so far?
Just about everything under the sun.
Pause. Doesn't this sound like a common daily scenario?
Actually, it's so common, it happens in about 1 in 4 people who walk through your doors. In Launceston, Tasmania, there is a growing prevalence of allergies, with at least 23% of people suffering.
In addition to this, 4 out of 5 patients do not choose the ideal product to treat their allergic rhinitis. This is where pharmacology comes into the picture.
Hello, I'm Herman. I'm your pharmacist here at Tas Assist Pharmacy. I see you are looking at our allergy products. How can I help you?
Oh, I have the stubborn sniffles that just won't go away.
So can you tell me a bit more about your allergies?
I've had hay fever for years, and I've tried just about everything, but nothing seems to be working. I just feel like giving up.
Well, we understand that everyone is different. And for that, we have a quick, easy, and proven tool that can help you understand what you need for your allergies any time of the year.
That sounds great. Can you tell me more?
Sure. It's a 20 to 30 minutes consultation in which you have the opportunity to use our finger prick test. It screens for 26 different allergens, fish, nuts, pet dander, dust, pollen, you name it. We'll give you an evidence-based tailored product recommendation or referral. And we want to be in contact to follow up and track your progress.
Oh, okay. And how much does it cost?
It will be a low $29.99 for the consultation and follow-up, and additional $55 if you'd like the finger prick test.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. That'll help me so I can finally get back to work.
Pause. Speaking of work, Australian businesses lose $5.6 billion each year due to allergies. We have a solution.
Allergy Busters.
This is an outreach program to Launceston's employers for a pharmacist to run a 20-minute education program and referral to pharmacy service.
Now, you surely have a couple of questions for us, no doubt.
Hold on. Let me read their minds. What differentiates Tas Assist Pharmacy from the rest?
Well, at Tas Assist Pharmacy, we pride ourselves on evidence-based and individualized services that will help bring our loyal customers health satisfaction. And in addition to this, it will position us at the forefront of the market as the service providers.
Your service helped me so much. You'll be the only pharmacy that I visit now.
How about that? So, what type of patient are we targeting?
Well, we're targeting allergy sufferers in Launceston, and this accounts for over 17,000 patients with allergic rhinitis alone. And did you know it takes a long 9-month wait just to see the specialist within our region? These patients need the allergies addressed now.
I need it now. Having allergies is ruining my life.
Did you hear that, Jeanette?
Yes, I did, Ellen. We like to bring it back to our main purpose, our patients. We predict that in an average day, around 18 patients with allergies walk through our doors. And of those patients, at least one will be interested in our service. We also predict that with the upskilling of our pharmacists and front-of-store staff, we'll be able to increase our average OTC sales up.
Do we expect to make money?
Well, Hermann can shed a little light on how pharmacology will work.
Well, based on our financial predictions of pharmacology and allergy busters, we expect to see an increase in turnover of 8% a year. Also, the service aims to increase scope by targeting associated conditions like asthma or eczema.
Finally, what do we want?
That's simple. We want three things: collaboration, support, and more importantly, investment. All right, now that we have the floor, our last question to you is,
are you up for the challenge?
Well, I'm sure you'll all join me in congratulating each and every one of the teams. They were absolutely fantastic up here. But the work, as we said, it hasn't only just begun. We're just going back, we've been through quarterfinals, semi-finals, elevator pitches, but now our judges have the wonderful opportunity of putting you under the microscope just that one more time. The students will leave us. They will go through a Shark Tank experience where they will be asked a raft of questions. And I know I was talking to one of the judges earlier on around EBIT. So if you've done your homework in terms of that, Elise might have a question or two, or she may not. So just wait for those. But look, I'm sure you'll join me in wishing them all the best as they enter that phase of the competition. And I'm sure you'll do a wonderful job because you've already set the bar incredibly high here today. So well done to each and every one of you. The winners will be announced tonight at the gala dinner, and we look forward to them sharing in over $15,000 worth of prizes. And we are responsible here at the Pharmacy Guild, so it will not be cash. We will not be giving students cash at the conclusion of a function in Sydney. But again, we do thank our sponsors, Sanofi, EBOS, Gold Cross and PDL for their contributions. Without your contributions, we could not have these wonderful students on display. And I ask you maybe to join us all on the stage one last time as we thank each and every one of you for the work that you've done and wish you well, not only for today, but for the future ahead in pharmacy. Jackie, do you want to lead them in a bow or? Yeah, hold hand. Oh, look at this. This is. Thank you for joining us. I'll hand back to Catherine.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you. Go on down. Well, that was amazing. If that's not inspirational in terms of the change of what pharmacy needs, well, I don't know what is. And we had a debate yesterday, who's the future of pharmacy? Well, I'll tell you who's the future of pharmacy, and they just presented to you right then and there. So thanks very much. This is the end of the session, but in 5 minutes' time, so just a small little break, we'll have another education session on tick bites prevention and management. And we look really forward to finding out who the winners are tonight with the National Business Plan competition, so hold your breath. Thank you.